Welcome, Potter Nation, to another broadcast of basketball on JAD Sports Network. I'm Hunter Stell here with my co-host Rob Nizer, bringing you East Liverpool versus Beaver Local, the biggest rivalry in the Valley. Beavers come into this game with a record of 5-0 with wins over Mooney, Buckeye Local, Minerva Creek, and Harrison Central. Potters having a 3-1 record, the only setback to Steubenville so far.
Yeah, Beaver Local comes in here with a lot of good wins right now. Like you said, they're undefeated. All their wins have been by a good margin of points. They're playing really good basketball. Coach Nick Miller's done a really good job over the last few years to get this team ready to go. They're an experienced team. They got a good bit of seniors here, so they're ready to come in here and fight for a win.
Yep. Speaking of those seniors, Owen Hill, leader for the Beavers, all-time leading scorer, averaging 23 points a game, also 9 rebounds, committed to West Liberty. He's definitely the star of the night. That's the player we're going to be watching for Beaver Local.
Yeah, Owen Hill is the one you got to watch tonight. Everybody knows that he's a guy who wants the ball. He's averaging about 23 points a game, 9.5 rebounds. He's shooting at a very high clip at 66. Like you said, he broke the scoring record this year. He's a great player. He can shoot outside. He can get inside. He's a big presence, big post presence. So Liverpool's got to know where he's at all times. He's going to get his points. They got to make sure he works for every one of them.
Yep. Beavers also have Luke Redos averaging about 13 points a game, and Matthew Anderson averaging 8 to help assist Owen Hill in the scoring for the Beavers.
Yeah, they got good role players on this team. I don't want to call them role players. I don't want to say that because obviously we know about Owen Hill. But these kids come out and they show up. Like the Luke Redos kid does well. He averaging 13. He's getting 2.5 steals a game, which is a lot in high school basketball. You got Aiden Dre. He's an all-around player. He's 7 points per game, 2 assists, stealing a half a game. He plays defense. He plays every position. So they got a lot of good players out there, not to mention the Anderson, Mike Anderson. He does really well also.
Yep. And then on the Potter side, they will be led by Drake Abercrombie, averaging about 22 points a game, 8.7 rebounds. Also stars Dre Brown, Elliot Fitch, and Javen Dawson. Javen averaging about 11 points a game as a freshman. Young players stepping up for the Potters. Good to see someone taking that role for the young guys.
Yeah, you don't really got to watch out. Obviously, we know what Drake King can do. He's been a man amongst boys in there. Him and Owen should have a big battle down there today, so you still got to feed the big man getting the ball. I'm really looking forward Javen Johnson to have a good game. He's been playing really well his freshman year. He's been picking up every game. Even if he's not scoring well, he's doing something else on the floor, so he's going to be the difference maker tonight for this basketball game, I think.
The first meeting since the Potters win last season on February 11th. They won 63-57. Also last season, Beaver Local ending an 8-year losing streak to the Potters at the Beaver Dome. That was their first win since 2017.
Yeah.
So ended a big streak. They're looking to continue that high and get another win against Potters here.
Yeah, I know that left a sour taste in Liverpool's mouth. You know, like you said earlier, it's the biggest rivalry in town. Neither one of these teams want to lose to each other. Liverpool having riding that streak for that long and losing it that way the way they did. They want to get their get back here. I know they beat them again the second time around, but they don't want Beaver Local to think, hey, this is something you want to get used to. They want to get back to that streak again. And Beaver Local wants to be the team that says, hey, we're back. The rivalry's back. That 8-year skid was just a fluke. We're back. It's going to be our time now. And, you know, it should be a great basketball team here.
Yeah, the Beavers have not won a game against Potters in consecutive seasons in the last 20 years. So definitely trying to end another streak and get back-to-back years with a win over the Potters.
And I'll do one even better. Beaver Local has never beat East Liverpool in the Fieldhouse.
Obviously, Potter Fieldhouse is one of the toughest places to play in the Valley. Any win here is a good win, especially for the Beavers who haven't gotten that goal off their mark yet. So that'll be something for the Beavers to look to try to accomplish.
Yeah, it's going to be a great basketball game. I think you got two young teams. Like I said, Beaver Local is a little bit more mature, but you got a young team in Liverpool. They're hungry, they're young. They score-wise look bad against Steubenville, but they played really well against them. So hopefully they play the same way, come out the same intensity to protect home court. Just hoping to have a really good rivalry again.
Yep. So far, the story for the Potters has been the fourth quarter. They're holding opponents to only 9 points per game in the fourth quarter so far this season. Definitely where they've shined late in the game. They've been able to try and turn the game around even if they come into the fourth quarter behind.
Yeah, and they're holding people in the fourth quarter, but their problem issue they have right now is that third quarter. They're giving up 30-some points a game in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. And that can catch up to you. If you're giving up that many, you're either going tit for tat and trying to catch up with people, or you're letting somebody creep back into the basketball game. So that's something they got to clean up. If they can do that in the second half and they do half the stuff they do in the fourth quarter, Liverpool's going to be a really tough team to beat.
Yep. Story of the coaches today, Cade Reynolds in his second year as head coach for the Potters with a 20-9 record. 9-0 against Beaver Local as a player, 2-1 as a head coach. He'll be looking to improve his all-time record against the Beavers again tonight.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Cade before the game earlier, and he was we were actually watching some old clips of him playing Beaver Local back in the day we found on YouTube, and he was just talking about how important this rivalry is to the city, to this school, to this basketball team. He wants to make sure that these kids have this Potter pride when they play against Beaver Local. He wants to make sure that they feel the same way that he felt when he was in school. He's been able to be in these rivalries many times, so he's been able to relay all the things that they need to do to make sure they stay in this game.
On the other side of the court, Nick Miller, head coach for the Beavers, 7th season as head coach, 75-65 record. Was not able to pick up a win as a player against Beaver Local or against East Liverpool. Got his first win last season as head coach. So he's looking to improve his record against the rival as well.
Yeah, I'm very proud of Nick. I know Nick as well. I talked to him a little bit before the game, but Nick's done a really good job with this program. Started off a little slow, came in as young, but he's been able to really mature as a coach and as a person. He's really been able to pick up this basketball team, and it's showing right now. They're rolling. They're 5-0. They're beating teams by a good bit of margin. They're beating tough teams. They went over Cardinal Mooney and beat them. He's doing a fantastic job here at this program. Excited that he'd be able not only just do a good job at Beaver Local, but be able to bring the rivalry back in East Liverpool, Beaver Local too.
And some postseason implications. I know it's a little early, but these two teams look like front runners for the Buckeye 8 North Division.
Yep.
Beaver Local 3-0 in the conference right now. East Liverpool 2-0. These games could come down later in the season and be the deciding factor of who gets to play for the championship.
Yeah, I think this game's going to have a lot of implications. You're talking about Buckeye 8, you're talking about OVACs. You might even talk about sectionals, the way they get seeded and stuff. So these games all are important, no matter if the 4th game of the season, 6th game of the season or not. These games are very important games. And this is a good important game to get to know not only your Beaver Local, but your rivals. So you can go out there and be able to fill them out. It's really hard to beat somebody 2 or 3 times in a row, right? So something might happen either way for either team. You want to win every game, but like you said, it comes down to this game could have implications for Buckeye 8, OVACs. I think a couple years ago they got seeded against each other in sectionals. So they're going to see each other a good bit of times. They're both doing really well. They're going to see each other a lot more times before the season's over.
Yeah, I mean, these teams saw each other in the postseason last season where the Potters were able to pick up the win.
Yeah.
OVAC semifinals, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last time they played last season. 63-57 win for the Potters, avenging the loss at the Beaver Dome, getting the win in the Potter Fieldhouse. Definitely we'll like to see how the stadium atmosphere affects Beaver Local, how they're able to adjust to the loud crowd noise, because it's always hard to come into Potter Fieldhouse and play your game.
Yeah, and the good thing for Beaver Local is they can travel because they're not far away. So they do have a good bit of fans here, and they were allowed for the girls' game, so that's good. But Liverpool's really got to be able to show them, like, hey, we know you're down the road, but this is our place. Make it really hard for them. That, like you said, that's the one thing they have is what you call that 13th man or that 6th man, whatever you want to say. The 6th man is the crowd. You got 5 guys before the 6th man is a crowd. You want to get at them. You want to make sure they don't have the 6th man there. So your 6th man has to be louder than theirs. Make it hard to play here. That's a lot of things, intimidation for this field house that we've been able to win for a lot of years.
Yeah. Potters 34-4 against the Beavers since 2005. Long stretch of wins there, but a lot of competitive games. I mean, there's a buzzer beater from
Gabe Roach.
Yeah,
Gabe Roach. Buzzer
Roach.
beater. I was on the bench for that one. What a game that was.
And just some incredible moments between the teams. So while the record shows that it's been dominant for the Potters, every single game's going to come. You have to play down to the wire and win it every single quarter.
Yeah, and I think, too, I'm really excited to see how Liverpool bounces back, coming in with losing as many people as they did. Those guys were experienced guys, so when they take a loss, especially a loss to a rival, those guys are experienced enough to say, hey, we got to get this back and get it back on the train track. So I'm really curious what the game plan is for Liverpool to make sure they get back on this track, this train of 8 years straight, and do these things too.
Potters coming into this game averaging 61 points a game, only giving up 56.5. Beavers, on the other hand, averaging 60.4 points per game. So similar scoring so far this season, around the same path to get to this point. Obviously, one more game for the Beavers.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be nice to see how these offenses try to play against a new defense. I think they're not, with the rivalry, it's going to be intense. It's going to be chippy off the start. So I think we'll see a little bit slow starting offensively, but I like to see how they pick it up throughout the game.
Yeah, I think both teams, and we're speaking for both teams, they both have to do two things, and it's going to be kind of a double-edged sword. You got to embrace a rivalry, but you can't make it bigger than yourself. You got to be able to go out there and use the energy from this rivalry, use the motivation from this rivalry to put your best on the floor, but you can't let it get to your emotions that much to where you get playing out of your game plan. You get playing out of the coach's game plan they have for you and stuff. So they just need to do their best that they can by staying in check the whole game. And I think both coaches are good coaches. They'll be able to keep their team in check to make sure this game doesn't get bigger than them.
Yep. 67-34 W over the Buckeye local Panthers on Tuesday to lead into this game. Big win on the road. They went 2-0 on their road trip down south, also beating Harrison Central in a tight battle. Nice to carry that momentum coming into the rivalry, get 2 wins in a row, especially after the loss to Steubenville. Try to recover from that, get 2 wins, turn it around real quick.
Another thing, you take things like that too when you lose a game like teams like Steubenville. I said that during the Steubenville game. That's the team you want to get to. That's the level you want to get to. So you take those things that you learned there to be able to plan them on another team. Steubenville's a really good basketball team. Really good basketball team. They might come down this way and beat almost anybody down this way, or people might give them a good hard time fight, but they probably walk out of here with most wins. We can take what we learned from that game, even in a loss, and be able to implant it in today. And it shows like they're doing now. They changed things around the Buckeye local. Struggled with them up here first game, went down there, handled business, changed some things around. So I think Coach J.A.D has Liverpool ready to be able to change some things around they've seen these last few games that they've been able to do and implement it tonight here at the game.
Yeah, obviously first game against Buckeye local for the Potters went down all the way to the fourth quarter where the Potters went on a 28-8 run to win the game in the final frame. Last game, 33-point win. Didn't seem to be a struggle for the Potters. So you can see the improvement already just 4 games in. I think it'll be nice to see, even if whatever happens this game, how they improve from this game to the next game against Beaver local down the road.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's about improving. You have a young team like this. It's about getting better and getting better as fast as you can without messing up any flow or messing up any emotions or anything like that. And Liverpool's doing that right now. They're getting better. They're getting better fast. They're getting better right now. So they're going to walk into this floor young, but they're going to walk into this floor hungry like they do every single game, and I expect them to come out and fight.
Yep. Beaver local off the hot start after one of their best seasons in recent memory last year, ending a 3-year streak of no winning seasons. Went 14-9 last year, 5-0 to start this year, so obviously they'll be hot to start this game. They're going to be the hot hand between these two teams with the better record, so it'll be nice to see how they come into this game, how they're playing off the start.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this basketball game. I'm very excited how both coaches come in and how they play, the game plan they have for this. I'm really excited to see this. You can come up with a lot of scenarios and stuff, but now it's time to go. Now we get to see exactly what both teams are going to put out there, and just really hoping for a really good basketball game.
We're going down to the court now for starting lineups for tonight's matchup. Beavers starting Nick McKenzie, Aiden Dre, Owen Hill, Matthew Anderson, and Luke Redos on the court.
Liverpool seems like they're pulling out something new tonight for this Beaver local Christmas game. I like that.
On the court today for the Potters, Dre Brown, Keem Abercrombie, Elliot Fitch, Javen Dawson, and Nolan Irving. Sort of a revenge game for Nolan Irving, transfer from Beaver local. It's his first time playing against his former team. Be nice to see how he treats this game coming from the opposite side, how he's going to play against his old team.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game, a tough game for him. He's going to play with a lot of emotions, a lot of friends he has on this other side, just playing with them. And I believe he was starting lineup last year, so now coming to Liverpool. So you would think, oh, yeah, I know him, but it's also, these are friends of mine, these are people of mine that I played with for years. So hopefully he comes out swinging.
Beaver local, quick possession, goes up a three, don't get it, knocked out of bounds by the Beavers. Potters ball to start the second possession.
Beaver local wanted to start this game hot. They had to find an open man, shot a three immediately. Liverpool did a good job boxing out there and being able to get a tip, so Beaver local had to tip it out of the bounds. Beaver local starting here with a press.
Quick turnover by the Potters. Foul called on the court. Nolan Irving called for the foul. Beavers will inbound from the sideline. Pass to the corner. Up to the top of the key, they'll hold the ball.
Liverpool starting in a 2-3 zone here.
Three ball for the Beavers. Off the rim, no good. They get the offensive rebound. Matthew Anderson down to Luke Redos. Find Owen Hill underneath. Shot's good. Two-pointer.
That's the only thing that's think about 2-3 defense. It's hard to rebound out of that, so they got to be better rebound if they're going to stay in that.
Potters, quick possession, mid-range. Drake came Abercrombie, falls short, no good. Beavers, quick possession. Driving up the court, and the ball is stolen from Owen Hill. Potters working in transition. Nolan Irving drives to the lane, gets the foul.
Liverpool's got to do that there. They get rebounds. They can't let Beaver local get back at 17. They got to push the basketball, use their athleticism.
Nolan Irving on the season, 58.3 from the free throw line. Shooting two to give the Potters, for a chance to give the Potters their first points this game.
That's a good foul. A good take by Nolan Irving to set the tone, to especially let his former team know that he's here. I saw him let a little look back at one of the kids when they had that foul. Just let him know he's here now and he's not playing around. We get inside these lines, there's no friends except for my teammates, and he did a good job of getting there and get to the free throw line.
First free throw is no good for Nolan. Second shot is up. This one will fall. Potters have their first point of the game. 2-1 Beavers lead. Beavers able to find Owen Hill, who gives it back. They find it Matthew Anderson, who drives, goes up. Shot bounced off the rim a couple times, no good. Rebound, Dre Brown. Dre will take it up the court slowly, slowing down the pace for the Potters.
Beaver local starting on a man defense, half-court press here. Trying to make Liverpool put the ball on the ground.
Dre looking for a foul call there, doesn't get it. Shot's no good. Beavers in transition, almost lose the ball. They get it back. Outside, 3-ball, off the rim, no
Dre.
good. Rebound, Matthew Anderson, put back, falls.
And there it goes.
4-1 Beavers.
And those are the things, again, like I said, that's the only caveat about zone defense. You get them, it's hard to win those 50-50 balls on the rebounds.
Dre Brown finds Drakeem Abercrombie underneath. Working on Owen Hill. And whistle blown, travel called on Drakeem Abercrombie.
Drakeem had a good position there. I think he just got a little too excited. I think he wanted to assert something right away, and he got a little too excited right there. He just needs to calm down, get outside his frame, and be able to make a move.
Yeah, obviously working against Beaver Local's best player, Owen Hill there, trying to find an open shot underneath. Pass is intercepted by Javen Dawson for the steal. Passes it to Dre Brown. Dre will take it up the sideline. Defense by number 0, Nick McKenzie.
Good backdoor cut, no. Good backdoor cut, Nolan Irving.
Nolan Irving gets his second point of the day, making it 4-3 after he scored the free throw earlier. Owen Hill, 3 from the corner, falls, and it's 7-3 Beavers. Dre Brown taking it up the court, working on McKenzie. Elliott trying to set a screen. Dre loses the ball. Drakeem gets it back for the Potters. Gives it back to Dre. Dre spins. Slows down. Hits Nolan Irving. Nolan for 3. Shots up. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Elliott Fitch. Elliott gives it to Dre Brown, who's going to try to hit Drakeem underneath. Pass is tipped. Drakeem's able to get it. Finds Elliott, who gives it to Javen. Javen will take up the mid-range jumper. Shots no good. Rebound Beavers.
Beaver Local playing some really tough defense on, especially on these guards. Dre Brown's having a tough time right now. These guards are being physical with him. They're getting up in his space. He's having a really hard time to try to take care of this basketball.
Beavers moving their offense slowly, trying to find an open shot. Luke Redo's underneath, loses the ball. Foul called on the Potters. Drakeem Abercrombie called for the foul. His first of the game. Inbound for the Beavers goes to Aiden Dre. Matthew Anderson with the ball, gives it back to Dre. Dre finds Hill in the corner. 3 balls good. It's 10-3 Beavers.
That's the second 3 from the same spot. They got to figure out where he's at. I know Coach K message know where he's at all times, so they got to know where he is on the floor. He can do that. He shoots inside and outside.
Obviously, we've seen so far this season the three-pointer has been one of the worst spots for the Potters defensively. They've been struggling to guard the 3 throughout the scrimmages and throughout the couple games so far this season. Beavers, errant turnover. Drakeem Abercrombie has the ball, loses his dribble for a moment, gets it back, drives, layup, good. It's 10-5 Beavers lead.
Good strong take by Drakeem. Be able to get his body control. Owen Hill tried to take a charge there. Rest run behind it, too low underneath the rim. Drakeem was able to get a soft touch in there.
Another 3 for Owen Hill from the corner. This one's no good. Opposite corner this time. Doesn't fall. Javen Dawson down the court in transition. Loses the ball. And it's picked up by Luke Redos. Had an opportunity there. Wasn't able to control it and get the bucket. Steal by Dre Brown. Gets to Nolan Irving. Nolan taking it up the court. Hits Javen Dawson. Pump fakes. Does not take a shot. Gives it back to Irving. Irving will dribble on Nick McKenzie. Pull up. Mid-range jumper. Good.
And 1. Nolan Irving starting this basketball game hot. Nolan Irving looking like a man on a mission to go back against his old team. That's 5 fouls out of the 7 right now for Nolan.
Foul called on the Beavers. Did not see what the foul was.
Must not have been on a shot. Must have been away from the basketball. Seems like it was number, oh, they called it after the shot. Basket count. Elliott must have got a box out. A little bit too aggressive on the box out there.
Still 10-7 Potters. 3 ball for Beaver Local. Good. Matthew Anderson extends the lead to 6. Jace Douglas, freshman in the game, down the court. Goes up on Owen Hills. Shot's no good. Rebound Tyler Kirby. Tyler draws the foul. Possession will stay with the Potters.
That helps Tyler Kirby's in game. He's an athletic kid. He's tall. He can help with the rebounds. On the defensive side, Liverpool's got to figure something out. Beaver Local seems to almost shooting out of the zone. There's 3 for 6 right now from the three-point line. A couple more, they're going to have to get out of that.
There you see Tyler Kirby and Chase Douglas checking into the game for the Potters. Elliott Fitch and Dre Brown checking out. Luke Redo is able to get a rebound for the Beavers there. They've got a 4-on-3 here. 3 ball, Matthew Anderson, short, no good. Owen Hill gets the putback attempt. It's good. 15-7 Beavers lead.
Yeah, Beaver Local just push the ball to the floor. Liverpool try to do a little cheap game and try to get a little poke full court, and then didn't have enough people back to be able to rotate.
3 ball for Nolan Irving. This one's short off the rim, no good. Rebound Owen Hill. Potters trying to stop Beaver Local's run from extending farther than 5. Like to keep in this game as much as they can without having to come back later on.
Yeah.
Nick McKenzie has the ball, gives it to Matthew Anderson. Matthew tries to pass it, stolen by Nolan Irving. Nolan down the court. Euro up and good.
Nolan Irving playing a really
Beavers.
great basketball game right now. He's keeping Liverpool in this basketball game offensively.
Jace Douglas called for a blocking foul on defense. Ben Myers will check into the game for Javen Dawson. Minute 20 left in the first quarter. Beavers leading 15-9. Inbound by Peyton Cowardy awaiting.
They got Ben Myers on the floor. Ben's guard, but he's a big guard. He can play defense. He's physical. He's a good help defensive lineup right here.
Ball is knocked out of bounds by the Potters. Possession will stay for the Beavers. Nolan Irving with a great start to this game. So far on the season, he's only been averaging 4.3 points per game. He's already got 7 so far. So he's obviously having his game of the season right now. Owen Hill, shot attempt off the rim, no good. Rebound, Drakeem Abercrombie gets it up to Nolan up the court. Nolan in a one-on-one, tries to go up, no good. Rebound, Ben Myers makes the layup.
That's a great run back by East Liverpool. You get the full court layup. Everybody kind of stops to see if they're going to make it. Ben kept in play, stayed in it, went and followed. That's what you teach basketball players to do. Follow the basketball.
Potters cut the lead down to 4 there. Beavers trying to extend it again. Goes down low, gets the foul call. Tucker McElroy will go to the line to shoot 2. Tyler Kirby called for the foul.
Liverpool's got to work in rotations. It's almost like they're overplaying a little bit some places, and they're having to scramble to get back, and they get in these troubles where ball gets underneath or they get a good offensive rebound because Liverpool seems to be out of position a little bit.
McElroy misses his first 75% free throw shooter so far this season. The second one will be to extend the lead to 5. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. 15-11 Beavers. Second shot is up. No good. Ball is tipped and then rebounded by Drakeem Abercrombie. Finds Ben Myers. Gives it to Tyler Kirby. Tyler drives to the paint. Through traffic. Layup's good. Athletic play by Tyler Kirby. Down the court pass to Luke Redos. Luke Redos drives. Shots up. No good. Tyler Kirby, great defense. Gets the rebound too. Ben
Great
Myers.
sequence there by Tyler Kirby. Get a point, sprint his butt down the floor, go get the contest, and he get the steal.
Potters with a chance to tie the game before the quarter ends. Can't get a shot off. And the Beavers will take the lead 15-13 to end the first quarter at the Potter Fieldhouse. So, exciting first quarter so far. Obviously, Beavers take a small lead going into the second quarter. Big first quarter from Nolan Irvin.
Yeah, Nolan came out. He's taking his team on his back right here. He knows he's a new kid, but he also knows these kids he's playing against. He taking this personal as his former team, his former school. He, like you said, he's only averaged so many points a game. He's got 7 right now, the 13. He's taking really good shots. He's gotten to the bucket. He's got to the free throw line. Nolan's playing really good basketball right now, and he's got a few steals in there as well.
Yep. Obviously, he's playing aggressive. His teammates have been helping him. They've been coming up to help. Obviously, Ben Myers got the second chance points there towards the end of the quarter. Potters missed a chance on that last possession, didn't get a shot up. But you can tell they're playing aggressive. They're trying to get back into this game after they fell behind by 8 points. Just scored 6 straight to cut the lead down to 2 going into the second quarter.
Yeah, like you said, they didn't want to get down too much in this quarter. They had to fight back, and they did that right there. Tyler Kirby came in with some good minutes as well. Chase Douglas played some really good defense up top there. And of course, Ben Myers came in, played some good defense, got a backdoor pass, got a second chance points off the Nolan miss. So those are the things you need to do. You need to have everybody who's in the game contribute.
Yep. Back to the action. Potters have been able to keep Owen Hill somewhat in check. Obviously, you're never going to stop him, but you can slow him down a little bit. He had a couple big threes, but outside of that, they've been able to control his points. Nolan Irving with the ball, loses his dribble, gets it back.
Owen's been playing well. He took a few threes. Did you get a steal here by Anderson? They need to watch him on the three-point line. He's shown that he's comfortable taking the three. Tough shot there by Aiden Dre.
Potters quickly inbound to Nolan Irving. Nolan slows down, gives it back to Dre Brown, set up the offense. Nolan being trapped. Foul called on the Beavers. Nick McKenzie called for the foul after playing tight defense on Nolan. Got a quick update from Mark Douglas. Take it away, Mark.
Yeah, getting back on defense for sure. I've been saying in the game, and rebounding when we're in the zone, it's hard to get a rebound there. So Coach K seems to see the same things we've been saying the whole time. Get back on defense, we miss a shot. Rebounds, we're in the zone, we know it's hard to do, but get in the zone, you have to attack the boards,
Beaver Local got a quick 4 points to start the quarter there. Drake Keem with a big block on Owen Hill. Owen Hill trying to go for the dunk. Great rejection by Drake Keem Abercrombie, showing he's not backing down from the matchup. He's here to play the game too.
Oh, yeah, and the thing for Jerry Keem, that's great for him. This is the biggest kid close to his size that he's played against all year long so far. So to be able to say, okay, the first chance that they get a chance to go against each other, you see him trying to post him up on the offensive side. Now Owen Hill attacks the hoop, and Drake Keem doesn't back down. That's great defense by Drake Keem. Great motor, great competitiveness.
Yeah, Potters, a couple bad turnovers early on, gave Beaver Local a couple chances to score points. They just need to slow the game down. Beaver Local is calling a timeout. That'll give East Liverpool an opportunity to set their pace of play again, let the game get back into their hands.
Yeah.
Coming out of the timeout, Ben Myers will inbound for the Potters.
No, that looks like Beaver Local has the basketball.
Never mind. Ben was standing up. It'll be a Beaver Local inbound from the baseline. Luke Redo's passing it in. Seems to not find anyone, just throws it. Beaver Local turns it over. Javen Dawson down the court, able to save it. Hits it.
Great defense there, just a little errant pass. But that's good defense by East Liverpool. Good aggressive defense right there and make Beaver Local struggle to get that inbound pass in.
Javen Dawson tried to save it from my angle. Definitely looked like a hit off of Matthew Anderson. Refs call it Beaver Local ball. So Beaver Local will keep possession after a missed opportunity by the Potters. Javen Dawson playing defense on the ball. Now Matthew Anderson with the ball at the top of the key.
It seems Liverpool has a little different now with their zone. the way they're moving, the way they're switching, they're not overplaying too far. As I said, and they leave somebody wide open. Aiden Dre with the three. They seem to be following somebody inside. The three people down low. Whenever Owen Hill moves, they keep switching. Touch.
Yeah, I believe the Potters are giving up 3 or 4 threes so far this game. Drive by Dre Brown. Can't make the layup. Draws the foul. Will go to the line for 2 shots.
Good drive there by Dre Brown. Good body control to get a shot off there.
Dre Brown shooting 45% from the free throw line so far this season.
Free throws have been Achilles' heel for East Liverpool. They need to start making these shots. They get to the free throw line to go to bed. They just need to knock them down.
Yeah, I mean, you can look. They have Donovan Austin. He's 2 for 2 so far. Other than that, highest percentage is 58.3% by Nolan Irving. So obviously, no one above 60% outside of Donovan. They need someone who can step up, get to the line, and make those easy points.
Yeah, when you get, especially when you're a guard, and you get to the free throw line. That's what they call them, free throws. These should be almost automatic for you.
Dre Brown will go 0 for 2. Rebound Beaver Local. Foul called. Drake Keem called for a foul.
That's 2 on Drake Keem.
Jace Douglas will check in for Drake Keem, making sure Drake Keem stays out of foul trouble. Can't risk losing Drake Keem.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't have many guys who can match up with Owen Hill size-wise. Right now, they have Tyler Kirby guarding him. But it's important to have your big guys being able to play, especially when you're going against a star big like Owen Hill.
Yeah, he's got to be smart now. He's got too early. He gets back in his game before half. He's got to understand he has to play smart, sound defense. I know he wants to be really aggressive. That's the type of player he is, but he's got to be able to keep his cool and stay on this floor.
Great play by Jace Douglas there. Gets the block on the drive by Beaver Local. Honestly, I've been impressed with East Liverpool so far. They've gotten a lot of blocks throughout the season.
Yeah, they came into the season with only 1 block by Nolan Irving for the whole team. They've got about 2 or 3 tonight. They're doing really good defensively. The score looks a little different more than what they're doing defensively. They're just missing a few assignments. They clean that up. This would be a closer basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, just off threes alone, Beaver Local would be tied if there was no threes. There a foul called.
Fans don't like that call at all. Fans don't like that one.
Not one bit. Owen Hill will go to the line to shoot 2. Tyler Kirby called for the foul.
First time we'll see Owen Hill at the free throw line.
Owen Hill, 62% from the line. He shot 37 free throws so far throughout the season. Obviously, teams have been trying to just send him to the line. He makes his first one there. Beavers lead 23-13. Second free throw good. Extends the lead to 24-13. A 9-0 run to start the second quarter for the Beavers. Potters have dug themselves a little bit of a hole here, trailing by 11. Have to get back into this game now or else they might fall behind later on, especially with how they've struggled in the third quarter.
Yeah, Liverpool needs to get some points here.
David Dawson's 3, no good.
And check.
Steal by Jace Douglas, knocks the ball out of bounds. Beavers will keep possession.
These Liverpool's got to make sure defensively here they're under control, they're sound, they're count for everybody. But they got to watch Owen. He's starting to go off. He has 10 points right now. It's starting to seem like he's getting a little comfortable playing basketball or playing against the zone they have going on. Liverpool looks like they switched to a man defense now.
You don't really see without Drake Keem on the court. Owen Hill's maybe seeing a little bit more confidence, knowing he's got more of a size advantage without Drake Keem on the court. Blocked by Nolan Irving on the shot by Matthew Anderson. Nolan will take it up the court now, being guarded by Luke Redos. 3 ball for Dre Brown. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Jace Douglas. Jace will go back up and gets the foul call. Jace Douglas will go to the line for 2.
Jace Douglas playing well. He's coming in to play really good defense. He's got some blocks and he got a rebound there, and now he's got a chance to hit some free throws.
40% so far on the season for Jace Douglas. Obviously, the whole team's been struggling. Jace is struggling from the free throw line. Got a big moment here. He can cut the lead back down to single digits if he makes both of these. Needs to make these free throws, keep the momentum, and end the run for the Beavers.
Yeah, doing this now. He made the first one. He made the second one, like you said, gets down under double digits. That's why these free throws are so important. This is the emphasis for this part of the basketball team to make these free throws. These things are important because they can change the landscape of a basketball game.
First one's good for Jace Douglas. Cuts the lead down to 24-14. Second one is up. This one falls. 24-15 leads back down to 9. Potter's able to end the Beavers' run to start the second quarter. 4:25 left. Owen Hill goes up. Shot's no
Charge
good.
taken there.
And a charge call for the Potters.
Charges like that are what Coach J.A.D. with that coaching staff want. They have a thing in their locker room. They have stars up and stuff like that. Rarely ever do you see charges with stars next to him. That's going to earn him a star, and that's fantastic for Dre Brown right there.
Obviously, another big thing, if they can get Owen Hill in foul trouble, it'll be a big advantage for the Potters because without their star player, who's going to step up for Beaver Local? We don't really know that. I haven't seen that happen yet. So if they can get Owen Hill off the court at any point in this game, that'll be their chance to attack.
Yeah, Beaver Local is playing really sound defense, so it's really hard for them to get to the hoop to attack him, to try to get him in that kind of trouble. Beaver Local is playing really good perimeter defense right now. So they got to figure a way to dictate that perimeter defense, get past that first layer so they can get to the second layer to get to him, get him in the air. He's a big guy. He's going to want a shot block. Get him in the air so you can get him in foul trouble. But they first got to figure out how to get past that perimeter defense Beaver Local has right now.
Jace Douglas back to the line. First one's good. Coach J.A.D. calls timeout after the first free throw. Potters are in the bonus as Beaver Local's at 5 fouls already in the second quarter. They still got about 4 minutes left. Potters will have to take advantage of that. They have to get to the free throw line, get their easy points, because it's going to be hard against this Beaver Local defense. They're obviously playing tough defense, making every basket count. You have to make the ones that are easy count.
Yeah, and with about 4:40 left in this quarter, and you have the bonus, that's a lot of time left. So if you're Liverpool, you want to try to get to the free throw line. I know they struggle from the free throw line, but the more you can get there, the more easier it opens up, because now you get more fouls. Beaver Local doesn't want to foul anymore. They want to get people in foul trouble. They want to send to the free throw line. Then things start to open up. We get easier shots. We get better shot looks. We get better passes, stuff like that. So while they're in this foul trouble these last 4.5 minutes, they need to go ahead and try to get to the hoop as much as possible and try to get to the free throw line as much as they can.
Yep. Obviously, we talked about the third quarter struggles for the Potters defensively, giving up a lot of points. Second quarter's been their struggle offensively, only averaging 12 points per game in the second quarter. They only have 3 so far. It's important not to slow down going into halftime. Try to pick it up before you get in there, get to the break, and make sure it's still a competitive basketball game before you go to the halfway point.
Yeah, there's still a lot of time in this quarter, so you want to try to go on a run. Basketball's a game of runs. So you want to try to go on a run, but the worst thing the worst case scenario, you want to be able to make this game under single digits the rest of the time for this game so you can come back and have a game plan when you come out. The worst thing you want to do is come out, go into halftime down 10, 12, 15 points, and then have to climb back up out of that hole.
Foul called on Tyler Kirby after Jace Douglas missed a free
It's a
throw.
big foul. Tyler has 3. He's playing really good defense. That's 3 fouls on him.
Elliot Fitch will come back into the game. Imagine he'll be the one guarding Owen Hill with the size on the court. Nick McKenzie with the ball, dribbling it up to the top of the key, guarded by Jace Douglas. Jace playing tight defense. Ball is out of bounds. Potter's ball.
I'm very impressed with Jace Douglas. He's a freshman. Every single game we've been to so far, he's coming to the bench. His main motivation is play defense. I know he's got to the free throw line twice already, and he's been aggressive. But defensively, he's been very aggressive. When he came to the Steubenville game, as soon as he stepped on the floor for the first time, he walked right over Santino, who might be the best player in the Valley, and ran right up to him and chest to chest and played defense full court to let him know he was here. As a freshman, I'm very impressed with Jace Douglas right now.
Yep. Obviously, Jace Douglas coming back from an ACL injury. Got healthy days before the season started. He's already made an impact with just limited time to be able to get back into shape, and he's made an immediate impact defensively.
Yeah, I'm excited when he gets a full summer and he gets a full workout with the team, with the coaching staff, and then he's be able to come back next year and to see what he can do because he's already impressing us right now with limited time he's had.
Potters find Meshach Harris on the inbound, who gives it back to Javen Dawson. Javen drives, layup's good. 24-18 Beavers lead.
That's a great drive by Javen. That was able to open up. You see people want to slide in and maybe contest, but they know they're at the bonus. They don't want to keep sending us to the foul line. Those things open up when you're able to do those things. So that's a great drive by him. Great to recognize, hey, they're in the bonus. Let's get to the hoop.
Potters are on a 5-0 run right now. Owen Hill underneath the basket. Layup is good. Extends the lead to 8 points. Javen Dawson down the court. Had a chance at the three. Doesn't take it. Passes it back to Meshach Harris. Meshach tries to find Jace Douglas. Pass intercepted by Matthew Anderson. Nick McKenzie down the court. Shot is blocked from behind. Out of bounds on the Potters.
That's a great hustle by Meshach. He made an errant pass there, but he didn't give up on the play. That's one thing you want to coach your kids. You do something wrong, get back on the play. Don't put your head down. Don't be upset. Don't give up. He got back, was able to get that ball, stop a wide open layup.
Meshach will check out of the game. Ben Myers going in. Drive underneath the hoop. Layup's good for the Beavers. Re-extends their lead.
It's a tough layup. Good defense by Jace Douglas staying down, getting his body on it, but that was a tough layup there. Really good shot.
Potters now trailing by 10. Three ball. Javen Dawson, no good. Potters will keep possession, knocked out of bounds by the Beavers.
Those shots, Liverpool's going to need a few of those shots to drop. They try to get Beaver Local to back up a bit or get up on them so they can get the ball inside. They need to get those threes to drop. But like I said, Beaver Local's not getting them a bunch of space to breathe right now.
Yep.
Beaver Local's in the zone, so they need to shoot them back out of the zone.
Jace Douglas working on Owen Hill underneath. Layup's no good. Beaver Local rebounds.
Good shot. Looks like he just kind of got lost there with the basketball, got caught on his hip or something. He just wasn't able to get off. As he plays really good defense right there, gets a steal, and he gets a foul.
Great hustle by Jace Douglas so far this game. He's making sure they don't fall behind. He's playing tight defense, making sure that Beaver Local can't extend their lead any farther.
Yeah, Jace Douglas is not playing like a freshman right now. Jace Douglas is playing like a man on a mission, and he's playing very good defense. He's playing with a lot of intensity, a lot of heart.
Potters trying to cut this lead down before they go into halftime.
There they go. They're in the bonus. They get a foul about 48 feet away from the hoop, and they'll be able to go to the free throw line. You're Nick, no, that's not it. You're not happy about that turnover. Not happy about that foul that far away from the hoop, especially when you know you're sending them to the free throw line.
Yep, Jace Douglas 3 for 4 from the line so far today. First shot is up. This one falls.
Jace's doing a good job of knocking down these free throws.
Yeah, I mean, even if he was shooting 50% right now, they'd be down 11 points without that. So he's making these free throws. He's making sure they look good. And he gets the second one. He's keeping them in this game with the free throws, making sure he gets the easy points, high percentage shots, making them fall.
Yeah, I agree.
Matthew Anderson finds Luke Redos for the Beavers. Beavers drive, layup up, good, no good. And foul called on the Potters on the second chance attempt.
Great effort on the second chance. Layup there by McElroy. Great initial defense by Jace, but he stuck with it. And that's another thing that hurts you too. Somebody Beaver gets in line and you have to contest. You have usually your tallest, your best rebounder guarding Owen Hill, so he takes him out of the play, so they can't get over and grab the rebound. Your guards up top, so you got second chance points like this.
Tucker McElroy misses the first shot. Meshach Harris will check in for Jace Douglas. Drakeem Abercrombie is still not checked back into the game after being subbed out after his foul earlier this quarter. Second free throw for McElroy. This one will fall. 29-20 Beavers lead.
Coach K's been getting some good minutes from a lot of these kids here. He's been able to allow Drakeem to sit on that bench for about 5 or 6 minutes now to make sure he doesn't get that extra foul and stay in foul trouble, to keep him out of foul trouble coming in the second half. And Liverpool's been able to keep this under a double-digit game. So really good job by the bench there and people coming in and doing their job to help out Drakeem to make sure he can play in the second half and stay on the floor.
Yep. Potters turned the ball over there. 3-shot, bounced off the rim, goes out of bounds, no good. Beavers with a minute 20, trying to extend their lead going into halftime. Luke Reynolds with the ball, guarded by Javen Dawson. Finds Owen Hill underneath. Elliott Fitch playing defense on Owen Hill.
Great
and a
defense by
travel
Elliott Fitch.
called on Hill.
You see they brought Nolan over for the double team, so Owen had to spin back the other way. He wanted to get it up and under, tried to get Elliott off his feet. Elliott stayed down, chest up. He was there. He had to, and then it forced Owen to travel the basketball, not knowing what to do with it. Great defense right there by East Liverpool.
Bad pass by Ben Myers there. Turns the ball over to Owen Hill. Owen Hill is going to be called for a foul.
I called that on Ben Myers.
Never mind, they called it on Ben Myers there. Called a blocking foul.
Scared we have fouls to give, so you take that foul. Don't let him get a fast break layup there. Oh, I'm sorry, that puts us over the limit now.
That one does put the Parties over the limit. Owen Hill will get 2 free throws. 2 for 2 earlier in the game. He has a chance to extend the lead back over double digits. First free throw good for Owen Hill. Extends the lead 30-20. Second free throw is no good. Rebound Ben Myers. Finds Nolan Irving. Nolan will take it up the court. Nolan able to draw a foul. Potters will keep possession. Try to get another score before they go into the break. 53 seconds left. Nolan catches the inbound pass. Able to find Javen Dawson. Javen loses it. Able to recover. Gets it back. Javen drives, hit Ben in the corner. Finds Elliott underneath. Elliott tries to give it back. Pass knocked out of bounds by McElroy. 40.5 seconds left.
Liverpool's got to try to find some way to either get penetrated in this zone to get some easy shots or to get some layups, or they got to be able to get some jump shots outside to get Beaver Local outside out of the zone so they can get those shots.
Nolan Irving takes a mid-range jumper. This one falls. Nolan was slowed down so far in the second quarter, able to get back on track with some points there.
Nolan's playing really well tonight. It's 11 points tonight.
Ben Myers playing defense on Matthew Anderson. Beaver Local trying to drain some clock before they take any shot attempt. They don't want to give the Potters too much time, trying to get another points before they go to the break. And a charge.
Another charge.
Great awareness by Nolan Irving there. Able to set his feet, get the charge call. Potters have a chance to cut the lead down to 6 points, potentially even 5 points with 11 seconds left.
And as you heard from the crowd, Liverpool faithful is loving the hustle that these kids have. 2 charges taken today by East Liverpool.
Nolan Irving will get the inbound pass and take it up the court. 8 seconds on the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nothing goes for the Potters. 30-22 at halftime. Beavers lead as we go down to our sideline reporter, Brady Dawson, for the update.
Coach, thank you for your time. So obviously going into the half, the score is not quite in our favor. What are some things that your team needs to do in order to turn those points around and come out with the win?
We just have to take care of the ball, limit their wide open looks, and keep rebounding the ball and play some defense and score on offense. We only got 22 points at halftime, so we got to score.
All right, thank you. So those are his thoughts going into the half, but we actually got an interview with him before the game, so let's go to that now.
Honestly, man, I'm just with, again, like you said, being so young. It's just how fast they've come together, started playing together as a unit. You know what's tough is
you know, when you have one senior, a couple juniors, a couple sophomores, a bunch of freshmen, those kids have never actually played together on a team as one. So to see how far we've come since the scrimmages, I think it's really been impressive. But the biggest thing is just how hard they work. They come to practice, they come to every single game, and even though we have a lot of youth, we make up for it with how hard that we work. Nolan, you know, is just a great kid all in all. I mean, he comes to practice every single day. He works hard. He never, ever, ever complains, whether it's about playing time or where he's at on the floor. He always has a positive attitude. He's a leader. He works super hard at practice. He works super hard in the weight room. So this Friday night will be a big game for him, I'm sure, more than anybody. Oh, I mean, it just goes back for, you know, so many years. We're so close, obviously, as much as a rivalry that they're going to be on Friday night. You know, these kids hang out together all the time. You guys know them growing up. I mean, you're good friends, but, you know, once we hit the hardwood, it's a totally different story. And obviously, Beaver Local coming in here 5-0, they think they got a chance to win one this year at the Fieldhouse. Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Obviously, we never want to lose at home, but especially not to a Beaver Local, and we want to keep that streak alive. It's an amazing streak, and I think Friday night it's gonna be very obvious early that these kids want to come out strong and defend home court because they don't want to be that first group to lose at home against Beaver. Yeah, I mean, obviously we want to see as many Potter fans here as we can because as many fans that are here cheering you on as a player, as a coach, as an athlete, just as a competitor, you feed off of that. You know, sometimes it's hard to play in a gym, super quiet, not a bunch of fans, but I think Friday night the Fieldhouse is going to be rocking, and I think our kids are really going to feed off of that. Just composure, taking care of the basketball, being smart, not making dumb mistakes, taking good shots, playing as a unit. I think the most composed team going into Friday night will win this one. Whether that's limiting turnovers, knowing your assignments, knowing your roles, not trying to play outside of our offense. I don't need any superheroes Friday night. We just need kids to play hard. Hey, just, keep showing up for these guys. Like I said before, they're young, but they really, really, really hungry. They want to win. They want to prove themselves to the Potter Nation, and I think Friday night they're really going to do that.
Welcome back to JAD Sports Network. Coming back for the second half of East Liverpool versus Beaver Local. We'll send it down to Brady Dawson for an interview with head coach Nick Miller.
I'm here with Beaver Locals coach Nick Miller. Coach, great, thank you for taking your time to meet with me. Great half. So on the court, you're familiar with two people, Owen Hill and Nolan Irving. Owen Hill, obviously, he had a great half. How do you keep that rolling into the second half?
We got to keep rebounding the ball, pushing the ball in transition.
For the Beavers, a few big threes early in the first quarter, able to work inside a little bit more in the second quarter with Drake Keem subbing out after some fouls. They're going to look to keep that rolling, although we might see Drake Keem come back into the game trying to slow Owen Hill down again.
Yeah, Beaver Local did a good job at scoring the basketball, getting to their players and into Owen Hill, being able to get some points there, especially with Drake Keem off the floor. But Liverpool did a really good job of keeping this basketball close. You have a guy on the floor, and Drake Keem, he only has 2 points right now. He's averaged 21 points a game, and then you're still only down by 8 points at halftime when he doesn't play majority of the second quarter. That's a great job of the rest of that basketball team on the East Liverpool side. So this is going to be a great second half. I look for both teams to make big adjustments to keep this game close, to keep this game exciting and interesting.
Drake Keaton does check back in to guard against Owen Hill. Beavers looking to feed him already. Shot is off the rim. No good, but they get the foul call.
That's a tough foul coming out with Drake Keem already with 2 and getting 3 right away. He wasn't being aggressive on Owen Hill. He overplayed a little bit. Owen made a really good move to be able to spin there because he used Drake Keem's weight against him. So Drake Keem's got to be able to stay firm, got to stay between him and the basket, not let Owen overplay him too much. Because Owen has moves like that, and he'll do that to him all day.
Yep. Coming into the half, Potters struggled again in the second quarter. They only had 7 points. They've been struggling all season with that second quarter, getting to halftime without letting the lead extend any farther. Obviously, they were only down 2 at the end of the first quarter. Ended up going into halftime down 10. So now they have to try and go against their weakest defensive quarter this season and come back against the Beavers.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, there's a turnover there by Javen Dawson. This is their big quarter here. This is the quarter they give up a lot of points, so they really have to play hard this quarter, not let this game get too much more out of control.
Down court pass hits Drake Abercrombie, who misses the open layup. Again, Potters cannot afford to miss these high percentage shots. They have to take the points they're given.
Tough layups there for Drake Keem to miss. He's been cold for a little bit, so he's got to get going. He's got to make sure the next time he gets that opportunity, he needs to make that.
Matthew Anderson 3, no good. Javen Dawson rebounds, saves it, hits Drake Abercrombie. Bad pass stolen by Matthew Anderson, who gets the jump shot.
Quick time out here by Coach Reynolds.
Coach Reynolds doesn't want to let Beaver Local extend this lead any farther. Don't want to let them get on a run to start the second half. If Beaver Local can get another run, they might be able to put this game out of reach for the Potters. Obviously, it's 12 points right now. Only about 2 quarters left. You don't want it to get any farther than that.
Yeah, basketball, like I said earlier, is a game of runs. You just don't want those runs to continue. You want to slow down the runs. It seems right now Coach Yates probably talking to his guys. Beaver Local came out with some intensity. They came out with the same intensity they did in the first half. Liverpool seems like they came out thinking this was going to be a laid-back basketball game. Beaver Local's really coming into this field house. They want to change that record around and never winning here. So Liverpool has to match that energy the entire time. They can't take any plays off. They can't take any seconds or dribbles or passes or anything off. Everything has to be crisp and sound.
Yep. Potters, so far in the third quarter this season, they've given up 18.5 points on average. Obviously, going into their last game, that was even higher. I think it was at 22 before they played Buckeye Local on Tuesday. Had their best defensive game so far against Buckeye Local on Tuesday, holding them to 34 points. So, obviously, they've struggled holding teams in the third quarter. They haven't really struggled scoring in the third quarter, but they've allowed teams to get points, get ahead, and then they've continued to play from behind in the third quarter.
Yeah, they got to play scrappy. We saw that in the Harrison win. It wasn't a really high-scoring game. They didn't play their best, but they played scrappy on both sides of the basketball and was able to walk out of there with a win. So they got to be able to have that same intensity. They got to be able to have that same drive to be able to do this, especially in a game like this. They can't let these little turnovers, they can't let these bad mistakes get in their heads and get them down. They have to be able to next play.
Turnover by Beaver local there. Aiden Dre losing his dribble. Dre Brown taking it up the court. Drives up in the paint. Goes up on Owen Hill. Makes the tough layup.
Great layup by Dre going into Owen Hill's chest, getting out of the point to where Owen couldn't really reach for it.
The Potters have been playing. They haven't played scared of Owen Hill. They've been making sure they attack him all game long. They make sure he has to work for all of his plays, all of his points. They made him play basketball instead of letting him dominate this game.
Oh, yeah. They've been doing really good by attacking him.
Dre Brown called for a travel there. Tried to spin and make the layup. Nice move, just wasn't able to control it, get the layup without traveling.
Coach K doesn't like that call. I don't think I agree with that either. I feel like it just, the way he slowed his pace down and made it look like he traveled, but you also got to watch the steps. You can slow your pace down. As long as your steps are there, you're fine.
Owen Hill, 3, no good. Defense by Drake Keem. Beaver's able to get the offensive rebound. Nick McKenzie rebounds and gets the ball in the corner. Feeds Owen Hill down low. Owen Hill spins, goes up, gets a tough layup.
And this will be Locals' game plan now. Liverpool's going to be a man. They have Drake Keem on him. They're going to be down there. They're going to get the ball to him. They know Drake Keem's in foul trouble. They know that Owen's a little faster than him on the block with these spin moves that he's using on him. So they're going to use that against him. Liverpool might want to send somebody else over to help Drake Keem just to stay out of foul trouble.
Yep. Dre Brown will drive again. Shot is blocked by Owen Hill. Out of bounds on the Beavers. Potters will take possession again.
Oh no, it seems Owen Hill's down low. He's stepping
Owen
somebody's
Hill's
foot.
Down. Extended time down.
It's a bad sight to see for any team. It doesn't matter if it's a rivalry or not. You don't want to see anybody down or hurt.
Coaches and trainers will head over to him now. Beavers leading 36-24, 5:21 left in the third quarter.
Coach Miller, Dean and the trainer, athletic director Jason Duke down there checking on Owen Hill. Seems as if he went up for the block when he came down somebody's foot, twisted that ankle.
Yep.
Those ones can hurt the worst. You come down on somebody else's foot, they hurt the worst and they're hard to come back from sometimes.
Yeah. Being assisted to his feet now. Glad to see him get up. Limping off the court, but walking on his own power. That's a good sight to see. Starts to jog off
That's good to see
now.
that for Owen Hill. Hopefully he can get back in this basketball game soon.
Yep. Jogging off, still an obvious limp, but good to show he has the ability to keep jogging a little bit. Javen Dawson will inbound for the Potters. Finds Nolan Irving back at the logo. Nolan drives, mid-range jumper, off the backboard, no good. Ball rolls around. Javen Dawson able to get the rebound.
This is a time here, excuse me, where Liverpool, and Javen Dawson losing the basketball there. This time here, Liverpool wants to attack. They got Owen Hill. You got their biggest kid off the floor. You want to be able to attack the basket.
Potters get back on defense, but are called for the foul on a second chance attempt for the Beavers. Yeah, you have to find Drake Keem here now that Owen Hill's out of the game. You have to find that matchup. You have Elliott Fitch and Drake Keem on the court. Beaver Local's not going to have the sides outside of Owen Hill to match up with them each possession. You have to feed them down low, get some points while Owen Hill's out of the game.
Yeah, this is a time when they need to draw something up. I know they're in the zone. This time they need to draw something up to get Drake Keem bouncing side to side, side to side, move the basketball side to side, try to get a quick hit, either a high-low look there or Drake Keem running around, flashing in the middle so he can go to work down low.
Yep. Owen Hill being taped up on the sideline right now in an attempt to come back into this game. Nolan Irving with the ball. Potters trailing by 14. Dre Brown with the ball in the corner, hits Jace Douglas. Jace loses his dribble. Elliott's able to recover it. Back to Dre Brown. Dre guarded tightly. Dre Keem down low, spins, shots no good. Luke Redo's rebounds. Beavers able to stop the Potters on offense.
And that's what Liverpool wanted there, and that's not a bad move by Drake Keem. Drake Keem just got to calm down a little bit. Let's get a big block there.
Great aggression by Drake Keem, able to avoid the foul, get the block off the backboard. Dre Brown, mid-range jumper is good. Potters have to take this momentum. They have to get points quickly. They're obviously down a lot. They don't want to rush it, but they want to make sure they get points fast so they don't fall any farther behind.
Yeah, they've been doing really well. Whenever they run a transition and get some quick shots off and transition before Beaver can get back, they've done really well.
Foul called on Beaver Local.
Loose ball foul on number 11.
Loose ball, yep. Kind of throw chop Dre Brown there, trying to box him out, get to the ball. Dre Brown inbound to Nolan Irving.
Dre Brown's coming out this half being a little bit aggressive. He's got to the hoop a couple times. One of them was blocked, but that's okay. You're getting to the hoop. He's got a layup another time, and then he just a little mid-range.
Nolan Irving drives, steps back, gives it to Elliott. Elliott finds Dre Keem down low. Dre Keem spins on Luke Redos, gets the bucket, leads down to 10.
Great footwork there by Dre Keem. That's what I was saying the last time. I mean, he takes his time and stays down, stays under control. He can get buckets. That's one thing Coach K said there. We got to get back on defense. He said that earlier in the game, and it shows right there. We score, we jog down the court. Beaver Locals pushing the ball up the floor.
Yep, Dre Keem a little bit too aggressive, goes up. Peyton Cowardy, nice move to not shoot while Dre Keem's going up, able to get him to jump and then take the layup, get the points.
Yep.
Owen Hill lacing his shoe back up. Looks like he's going to try to come back into the game soon.
Seems to be in a lot of pain right now. There, Dino went over and rewrapped his foot for him. He seems to be in a lot of pain right now. Hopefully he can get back on this floor. He can be okay. You never want to see a kid hurt. You never see a kid of his caliber hurt and not be able to finish a game, especially a great rivalry like this.
Yep, Owen Hill on his feet.
But there's a lot of season left. You don't also want to force him to go back on the floor now. You don't want him to hurt himself. You got a lot of season left. We're only game 6.
Yeah.
You want to make sure the kid stays healthy. You want to make sure he's okay. Take every precaution you can.
Owen Hill walking around, trying to feel out his foot and his ankle, trying to see how he's feeling, if he'll be able to return to this game.
This is a big turning point in the game. Now, if Owen Hill can't come back into the game, what did both coaches call up here? What's Coach K going to call up here? We see last time he went down low to Dre Keem and it worked out. They did it last few times outside of the Dre Brown mid-range. And you see Beaver Locals will try to get back on the floor as fast as possible. So it's curious to see how their game plan is going to be with such a huge impact with a kid like that out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, their next highest scorer, Luke Redos, about 13 points per game. We'll have to try and find him if Owen Hill is unable to return. Potters obviously will be able to match up better without Owen Hill on the court. Try and get the size advantage wherever they can, get points that way. Dre Brown makes a move, drives to the paint, mid-range jumper is good. It's 40-30.
Dre Brown's having a great quarter right now, scoring a basketball.
Owen Hill goes up to the scores table, ready to check into this game. Matthew Anderson drives, shots no good, rebound by Dre Keem. Dre Keem loses it, ball is knocked out of bounds, called out of bounds off the Potters. Beavers will get the ball with Owen Hill coming back into the game.
Owen Hill checking back in the game. He's going to try to go on it.
Aiden Dre
watching him closely to make sure that any kind of pain or wince or anything he feels, they're going to get him back out of this basketball game.
Yep. Beavers leading by 10, 3:03 left in the third quarter.
True heart by Owen Hill. That's what this rivalry does to you. I think anybody on either side of this basketball right now, they got the same way and they were able to play. They're going to go out there and play this basketball game.
3-ball, Nick McKenzie off the rim, no good. Rebound by Dre Keem. Dre Keem gives it up to Nolan up the court. Nolan slows down in a 3-on-1. Able to get his teammates up there with him. Finds Tyler Kirby through a couple passes. Makes a nice move, gets the foul. Shot doesn't fall, but it'll go to the line.
Nice drive by Tyler Kirby there. Gets to the free throw line now. Hopefully he knocks these down. Liverpool's been doing a lot better this half, too, so far. Even since the first quarter, rebounding the basketball. Dre Keem's has about 3 or 4 huge rebounds this quarter already on the defensive side. It helps limit Beaver Local second chance points. That's one thing they did in the first quarter, and especially a little bit in the second quarter, and they built a lead against second chance points. They're limiting those right now.
Yep. Tyler Kirby, major struggles from the free throw line this season, yet to make one so far throughout their 4 games. These 2 are no good. Obviously, you can't have misses in that situation. You have to be able to cut the lead down with the easy points, especially with Owen Hill coming back into the game. Potter's great stop defensively, get the ball back. Nolan Irving takes it down the court. Doesn't make the layup. Dre Keem's able to get the offensive rebound, and the second chance points are good. 40-32.
Rebound by Dre Keem.
Yep. Obviously, you can see Nolan gets down the court and he slows down. He lets his teammates catch up with him. He lets his guys get there so they can get the second chance points for him.
Yeah, and that's another play right there, just like Ben Myers did early in the first half. That's another play right there by J.A.D. Abercrombie. Just sprint down the floor, not give up on the play to get an offensive rebound and get an easy bucket there.
Tyler Kirby's called for his 4th foul of the game.
I love the way Tyler Kirby plays. I love his motor. He's aggressive, but I think that's his role. He's supposed to be aggressive. He's supposed to be able to be physical with people. He can handle that role. That's why he's supposed to be a little bit of enforcer in there. He's just getting rest of the scene a little too much tonight from him.
Yep, subs out for Elliott Fitch. Owen Hill driving against straight team. Abercrombie shots no good. Potter's able to get it in transition. Nolan Irving with the ball again. Makes a move, layups no good. Rebound, Nick McKenzie loses it. Jace Douglas goes up, no good. Nolan tries to get the rebound, unable to get it. Beavers get it. Matthew Anderson hits Peyton Cowdery, going up the court, gets the layup. It's 42-32 Beavers. Potter's quickly moving it down the court. Get everyone down there and they slow it down. Dre Brown gives it to Jace Douglas. Jace finds Nolan. Nolan will drive to the paint. Shot is good, it rolls in.
No, these Liverpool's now got to figure out a way to keep Beaver Local in a half-court set. They're winning the half-court sets right now. Beaver Local's taking tough shots. Liverpool's getting rebounds. They're getting beat in transition right now. So when we make a shot or if we miss a shot, we got to get back and stop them from getting down the floor.
Beavers passing it around the perimeter. Nick McKenzie will drive. Nice move, gets the layup. 44-34. Beavers able to keep the lead at 10. Quick possession for the Potters. Jace Douglas, 3-ball, good! Jace Douglas cuts the lead down to 7. 44-37, Beavers lead. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Owen Hill slams it home for the Beavers. Potters out of position on defense there, able to give up the easy bucket.
You said it right, out of position. Not sliding feet, hands being moved, instead of sliding feet to cut people off. That gets somebody else to have to step up and gets open dunks like that.
And one, Dre Brown answers, gets the layup and the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 1.
This is great basketball being played by both teams. They're both being intense. They're both attacking the hoop. They're both getting big buckets here. East Liverpool needs to figure out a way to get more stops than Beaver Local so they can get back in this ball game. Dre Brown has a chance to bring this within 6 points.
Dre, 45.5% shooter from the free throw line this season. Obviously, the Potters have struggled throughout the season. They've been good so far today. Obviously, a couple misses, but they've been overall pretty good. Unable to get a rebound on the miss there. Beavers going down the court. Matthew Anderson, mid-range jumper. Bounces out of the rim, no good. 5 seconds left for the Potters, and it's wrestled, jump ball.
Possession Liverpool.
Possession will go to the Potters. They only have 3 seconds to get a shot off, though. They're going to have to send it down the court as quick as possible. Try and get something going.
Whole goal is you get it down, great. Just don't turn the basketball over to that side of the hoop. Or court, excuse me.
Jamin Dawson will take it from half court. Shots no good. Beavers will take the lead 46-39 going into the final quarter.
Great quarter of basketball by both teams there. Like I said, great quarter of basketball there. I thought Liverpool played really tough offensively. They got some buckets underneath. Yep. They got a couple of and-ones. Rebounded the ball exceptionally well. They also kept up with Beaver Local scoring for the most part. Outscored them, obviously, as you see the scores closer. One thing I said, like I said earlier, they have to do, Coach K said earlier, transition defense. They got to get back on defense. I think Beaver Local didn't score that many in the half-court set. They scored a lot more in transition, a couple second chance points. If Liverpool gets back in transition and be able to score like that, I think we'll be okay to get back in this ball game. And again, on the other side, Beaver Local played fantastic. I thought they gave us some points to Liverpool underneath. I don't know if they're worried about foul trouble or what, but Liverpool was able to penetrate it. But on the offense side of the ball, they were able to exploit them. They get the ball off the floor, they get rebounds, they find the open person, they find the right guy, they make the one, and then you see big play they had with Owen Hill with a big dunk for them.
Yep. 19-16, the third quarter totals Potter's able to win their first quarter of the game today. The difference right now, the second quarter, the Potters were only able to get 7 points in the second frame. They're trailing by 7 right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good look for East Circle. Like we said, they're coming into this game, they're giving up 33 points in the third quarter coming to this game. They only give up 6, what did you say it was?
16.
16, only 16, and they'll be able to cut this lead. That is like we said at the beginning of the game, they want to continue to get better, and they're getting better with that right now.
Beavers find Owen Hill underneath. Fadeaway, no good. Luke Redos rebounds, gets the putback. Beavers extend the lead to 9. Dre Brown taking it up the court. Working against Nick McKenzie, finds Jace Douglas. Jace goes underneath, passes out to Tyler Kirby. Passes back to Dre Brown. Dre slows his dribble, goes up, gets the foul call. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I like the way Dre Brown's being aggressive offensively this half. He's getting to the bucket, he's getting points, he's getting to the free throw line. He just has to make these, and he has to make them count.
First one's up, this one falls. Tucker McElroy checking into the game for Beaver Local. Nick McKenzie checking out after his 4th foul, trying to stay out of foul trouble. Don't want players fouling out. Second free throw, bounces and falls in. Lead is down to 7.
Needed both of those makes there.
Great defense by Tyler Kirby, forces a turnover by Luke Redos. Tyler Kirby making a great defensive play. Potters have a chance to cut this lead down to 5.
That's what Tyler's in the game for. He's tall, his arms are long, he's fast, he's able to play really good defense, he's aggressive. So long as he stays out of foul trouble, that's exactly what they want Tyler Kirby to do because he makes that kind of impact on the basketball game.
Jace Douglas goes up, shots blocked by Owen Hill. He gets the ball back. Tyler Kirby from the mid-range, shot goes long. Drake Keem, second chance points, no good. Beaver Local gets the rebound. Finds Owen Hill. Owen misses the shot. Luke Redos rebounds. Luke Redos passes it out to Aiden Dre. Tyler Kirby playing tight defense. Owen Hill will go up. Layup's good. Leads back at 9.
I'll tell you, Owen Hill is playing really well right now. He's working for all his points. Liverpool's making him work. He's got a bunch of points right now. They're not coming easy. And he's hurt on the hurt foot, and Liverpool's making him work.
Potter's called for a travel underneath the hoop there. Lose another possession there. They've been able to go basket for basket with Beaver Local so far in the second half, but they haven't been able to take that lead. They haven't been able to go on enough of a run to get the lead down or take the lead and get back into this game.
Yeah, they've been able to stay almost tip for tap scoring-wise after they cut this lead down. Now they need to go on a run, not a scoring run. They need to go on the defensive run. They need to get multiple defensive stops where they're scoring, too. They can't come down and score and then let Beaver Local come down and score, and they can't win a game by getting one stop every so many possessions. They have to get stops all the time.
Foul called on Tyler Kirby, trying to go for the block on Luke Redos. Redos will go to the line for 2. And Tyler Kirby fouls out of the game with his 5th foul.
Big block there by Tyler. Ref thinks he might have got. Looks like the ref thinks he might have got him on the wrist there on the way down.
Obviously, sucks losing unfortunately like that for the rest of the game. You don't want to lose players at all, especially when they have a role like he does.
Yeah, he's playing great defensively. It's hard, and that's the thing. He's a young guy. He's only a sophomore. That's one of the things you want to tell him as well. Hey, let's make sure you stay on the basketball court. You are an impact when you're on the basketball court. You help when you're in the basketball court. So you just have to stay there to be able to do it.
Luke Redos goes 1 for 2 at the line. Foul called on Beaver Local.
Great fundamental box out there by Jace Douglas. Get him to jump to get a jump over his back.
Potters trailing by 10, 51-41. Beaver Local leads. 6:16 left in the game.
Potters need to go on a run here, and they need a couple buckets and get some stops, some consecutive stops here.
Javen Dawson will drive, tries to hit Drake Keem underneath. Can't find him. Matthew Anderson ends up with the ball. Foul called on the Potters. Appears to be on Javen Dawson. Correction, they called it on Drake Keem Abercrombie.
Drake Keem. Drake Keem's got to be easier. He wants to play aggressive. He wants to go after the basketball. He wants to be strong, but he has to be easier. He needs one more foul. He only has one more foul.
Yeah, Drake Keem will foul us out if he's.
Oh, see, they changed the foul call. Okay.
It was on Javen Dawson, so that will protect Drake Keem a little bit more. He still has one foul to give without fouling out.
But that should be a wake-up call for Drake Keem to let him know, hey, let's calm down a little bit. I got to play aggressive, but leave aggressive under control.
Matthew Anderson drives. Beaver's able to find Luke Redos, who gives it to Aiden Dre. Beaver's slowing it down. Jace Douglas playing tight defense. Goes around Jace. Tries to pass to Owen Hill. Owen able to find it. Foul called on Drake Keem. That will be his fourth. One away from a foul out.
This would be a learning lesson for Drake Keem, too. Drake Keem has to understand, no matter how the outcome of this game goes, the next time he matches up with Owen or someone of Owen's size, it's not about being stronger. It's about how you play with your emotions, how you play with how you position your body to be able to be there without trying to be as strong and get foul calls on you.
Yeah, Potters now trail by 12. 53-41, 5:20 left in the game. Jace Douglas able to find Mishak. Mishak will drive, pulls up, passes out to Nolan Irving. And up down called.
3 seconds on Drake Keem, it looked like.
Beavers will have possession with just over 5 minutes left, up by 12. Luke Redos with the ball on the wing. Javen Dawson in defense. Finds Aiden Dre.
So Beaver Local trying to pull the ball out a little bit, make Liverpool come out and play defense on him.
Dre able to find Owen Hill. And the three ball is good. Extends the lead to 15 for the Beavers. Potters need to get a stop, need to get buckets fast. And they lose the ball. Beaver Local will have another chance to extend their lead and potentially put this game away. Owen Hill with the ball again.
That three right there from Owen Hill made it 27 points for him on the night tonight.
Javen Dawson defense on Aiden Dre. Aiden Dre, tough layup. Extends the lead again.
Liverpool sending a little will. They're getting behind. Here's what happens when you have a young team. They get behind. They want to play a little too aggressive. They want to do this and that. They don't understand aggressiveness and being able to slow down mentally to be able to stay in this basketball game. So they get a little too aggressive. They get a little too overzealous, and they're able to give up a little bit of things here. So this is a learning lesson for Liverpool. Like we always say, they're a young team. They're going to get through this. They still get a lot of time left. They can still come back. They need to run. We've been saying this for the last couple of quarters now. Run, run, run. This is the time where Coach K needs to figure out something and say, hey, we got to go on a run here. Keep everybody's head held high. This is not a game's not out of whack right now to where they can't come back.
Yeah. So far throughout the season, the Potters have averaged outscoring their opponents 16-9 in the fourth quarter. Right now they're down 12-2 in the fourth quarter. Beaver Local has come in and they've dominated the fourth quarter. They've taken away East Liverpool's quarter. That's when East Liverpool's taken over games. Beaver Local said we're not going to let that happen.
Yeah, Beaver Local is really good. Like I said, they're really mature basketball team. They've had guys who have been here a season. They know what this is like. They know what it's about. They've also read the scouting report the same as you and I. They know Liverpool is the fourth quarter for Liverpool. They know the third quarter is probably not their good quarter, and they know Liverpool played a great third quarter. So they come out with a mission in the fourth quarter, let them know, hey, your run's not happening now. We're ending your run right here. And that's the scene what they're doing right now. Got a good game plan. They're sticking with it.
Yeah, Potters have 4 minutes, trailing by 17. Obviously need quick buckets. Able to find Elliott Fitch underneath, who gives it to Mishak. Mishak goes up, gets the foul. Shot doesn't fall. He'll go to the line, averaging 50% so far on the season.
And these shots like this are good, not only because it gets to the free throw line if we can knock them down, but it stops the clock. So it lets us get some free points with no clock on or no time going off the clock. We know Beaver Local is going to come down. They're going to look for pick their spots. They're not going to rush. They're not going to call a bunch of plays. They're going to try to get some pick and rolls. They're going to try to get some one-on-ones, try to get to the hoop and try to get that extra pass.
Mishak Harris' first free throw, no good. Second free throw will fall, cuts the lead down to 16. Owen Hill, only Owen Hill's third foul of the game. He's done a good job staying out of foul trouble, allowing himself to be on the court when he's healthy. Obviously, he had that injury scare, but outside of that, he's been on the court about all game and stayed out of foul trouble, even going against Drakeem and other big guys. He hasn't played too aggressive. He's been able to play fundamental basketball.
Yeah, great job by Owen Hill. He's a great player. He's doing a good job tonight. I know we're in the field house. We're talking about this, but Owen Hill, the former Liverpool guy with the Beaver local, he's played really well tonight. He's come back from that injury. Like I said, he has a lot of heart for this rivalry as well. He could have let the injury keep him out. He's fought through it so far right now. I'm sure when he gets done, he's going to be in pain. But, man, he's played a really great game tonight so far.
Beavers pass it back to Matthew Anderson. Anderson loses dribble, able to get it back. Finds Luke Redos, who gives it back to Anderson.
Beaver Anderson going to try to eat some clock here. Try to pull the ball out, make Liverpool come all the way out and play defense. Try to find their spots. Not in a hurry to score.
Beaver Local have been working it around the perimeter. They know that East Liverpool struggled to defend the three. They're making them do that. They're going to take any open three they can get. And a foul called on Mishak Harris.
Liverpool playing aggressive. The thing that hurts when you're playing aggressive is you can tend to get out of position a lot. You see here, they're playing aggressive up on them, but because they're so focused on playing aggressive and being up on them in the perimeter, they're able to make one, maybe two moves, and they get past them, and then they're able to kick the ball. Now Liverpool's got to scramble. Liverpool's got to be able to be aggressive, but able to be one step ahead, cut somebody off, force them to go away you want them to go, and then make that turnover.
Beaver Local now in the bonus. First free throw for Matthew Anderson's no good. Second free throw is good. Makes the lead 17 for Beaver Local. Potter's moving quickly. Finds Dre Brown underneath. Layup's no good. Luke Arrows gets the rebound. Aiden Dre's down the court. Makes the layup. 61-42. Beaver Local with the lead now. Just under 3 minutes. Jace Douglas drives. Can't make the shot. Potter's playing fast. They're not getting the shots they want. They're just trying to come back. They're throwing up any shot they can find.
Yeah, Beaver Local happened there the fourth quarter here. Went on a nice little run. Haven't looked back since. Liverpool had no answer for it. They couldn't slow them down. Just a learning curve for East Liverpool. Too many turnovers tonight. Too many transition buckets, not getting back on defense.
Yeah, obviously the Potters are a young team. You expect mistakes from them. They just let them catch up to them in the fourth quarter. Nolan Irving able to draw a foul. 2:08 left in the game. Potters trailing by 21.
One thing I like about this Potter team, there's 21-point game right there, 2 minutes left. Obviously, the game's out of reach, but Liverpool's not going to quit. They're fighting to the end. You see there Nolan getting a charge call there. Coach K's not fighting. He's not done fighting either. He's subbing back in and stuff. So
Javen Dawson will take the three. This one's good. Cuts the lead down to 18. Obviously, nothing's impossible, but this is about as close to it as you can get. Potter's still trying to make anything happen that they can. Aiden Dre goes up, no good. Owen Hill gets it on the third chance. Beaver Local calls timeout. 20-point game, minute 30 left. Potter's trying to make the miraculous comeback. Seems to be out of time, though. Not enough to come back and win this game.
yeah, I think they missed a piece tonight, too, for East Liverpool. And no fault of anybody's or anything. Javen Dawson, I know he hit a three right there. Offensively, he came in the game as our second leading scorer. Obviously, when Drake Keene went down earlier. Now, you had Nolan pick it up in the first quarter. Dre Brown played phenomenal in the third quarter. But when you don't have your second leading scorer and he's not scoring the ball consistently or getting himself in position to score, that kind of hurts, especially when you have a leading scorer on the bench for most of the first half with foul trouble.
Yeah, and then Drake Heem getting back into foul trouble late in the game allowed Owen Hill work underneath, extend the lead even farther for the Beavers as they're going to come out with the win in the Potter Fieldhouse. And then that streak of not being able to get a win here on the road against the Potters.
Yeah, shout out, big kudos to Beaver Local coming in here. Even with this seasoned team they have, and with the young team we have, they know the ramifications of this game too. It's a rivalry game. They've never won here. They know how big it is to play in the field house, how tough it is. They didn't come in here rattled at all. They stayed composed the whole time. They fought the whole entire game. They're still fighting right now. So kudos to them for having a great game plan. Kudos to Coach Nick Miller and his staff too for coming in here with a great game plan to beat the Potters on their home court for the first time ever.
Yep. Beavers will continue their undefeated season. They'll improve to 6-0. While the Potters are going to fall to 3-2 so far this season. Obviously, tough battles, losing to Steubenville and Beaver Local. Two tough teams in the Valley, two tough OVAC teams. Teams they'll see again in the season. So
yeah, in both games, both losses, like you said, two really good teams. You got a 5-0 Beaver Local team who's looking really good this year. You got Steubenville, who obviously is a really good basketball team. And Liverpool didn't stop fighting in either one of those games. They fought to the end. They're going to continue to fight to the end. That's what you want to see in the program. That's what you will see when you have a lot of young kids who are coming back next year. You're only losing one person. You want to see how they respond. How do they respond? How do they respond? Right now, Liverpool young kids are responding really well. Owen Hill goes out the game, gets his current call, walks off with 29 points tonight.
Owen Hill continuing to cement his legacy at Beaver Local. Obviously, all-time leading scorer, and now getting a second win against the Potters. Again, they haven't won in consecutive seasons in a long time. I don't know if it's ever happened. I only had back to 2005, and it hasn't happened. So, obviously, a big feat for Beaver Local to come in here, get another win against the Potters. And they'll try and improve that, get another win when they go back to Beaver Local, play again later this season.
Yeah, Beaver Local is a dangerous team. They're coming out here to show. We know they've been up and down for some years and stuff like that. They've had good spots. They've had some bad spots and stuff. But this team this year, they're a really, really good basketball team we're watching right here. This is not a hang your head down loss for East Liverpool. Obviously, the rivalry game. You want to win these rivalry games. You want to do that. But this is a good Beaver Local basketball team. They're going to see him again. There's going to be another hard-fought game. Score doesn't really reflect how the game went. So both sides played very well tonight.
They'll meet again January 14th at the Beaver Dome. Potters have plenty of time to improve before that.
Yeah, I believe we'll actually be in attendance for the Beaver Local game too, so that'll be good.
We should be there. Potters have 5 games in between now and then. Obviously, a couple of common opponents with Brook. That's another Buckeye 8 game. Harrison Central, Cardinal Mooney, Martins Ferry. So,
yeah, they got some time to bounce back. Obviously, this is a tough loss for them, but it's on to the next basketball game. Get this one out of your mind. Let it sting tonight. Wake up tomorrow, get back to practice, get back in the lab, and get ready to play the next basketball game.
Yep. Both teams are going to be back in action on Tuesday, the 23rd. Beaver Local traveling to the Brook Bruins for another Buckeye matchup. Potters travel down to Wintersville to take on Indian Creek in another Buckeye matchup. Those games obviously important because this Buckeye race could still come down to who wins when they play again later in the season.
Yeah. And like you said, both these teams are going to they get some games in between, 5 or 6 games in between before they see each other again. They said we can move on to the next game, but you better believe they both have that next game circled on the calendar. Liverpool probably has a dart on it right now. They want to get their lick back. They want to be able to go back out there and make them feel what they did. And Beaver Local wants them to come in so they can hold down home court. So there's going to be another great battle when they go out there on the 14th.
Yeah, I mean, Beaver Local obviously trying to continue a historic season for their program. Obviously 6-0 start. I'm not sure the last time they've been able to accomplish that. That's an amazing feat for them. they're going to try and continue to stay undefeated, win every game. That's their goal as a team right now.
Oh, yeah, that's their goal. They're playing, like I said, they're playing exceptional basketball. I agree with you, like you said at the beginning. These two teams seem like they're shaping up to be the two teams we're going to see at the top of the Buckeye 8 for the rest of the season. That's the way it's shaping out right now. They're playing phenomenal. Beaver Local's playing phenomenal. 6-0 start. Nick Miller and his coaching staff has done a great job this season so far, getting some quality wins for them.
Yep. 16 seconds left in the game. Beaver Local. Steal by Meshach Harris. Goes for the layup. No good. Gets his own rebound. Spins out. Another shot. No good. Ben Myers rebounds. Finds Javen Dawson. 3 ball to end the game. No good. That'll do it. Beaver Local gets the win. 68-48 here at the Potter Fieldhouse.
Great basketball game. Great rivalry game. As much as it stings for East Liverpool, as much as this hurts, it almost reminds me of the Ohio State Michigan rivalry they had for a long time, where Coach Harbaugh came in and they brought the rivalry back there. As much as you're a Ohio State fan, you don't like that. As much as you're a Liverpool fan, you don't like that we lost them last year, we lost them now. It's great rivalry. Brings the rivalry back. Like you said, they haven't beat them in 8 years. Kind of dulls it a little bit. You're always hyped for it. But now these games are going back and forth, back and forth. You want to make sure they go in and they continue to have great games like this.
Yeah, obviously these teams could see each other up to 4 times a season with OVAC and sectionals. So they could meet again plenty of times past the scheduled event on the 14th. So obviously a few big games that could be coming up between the two teams.
Yeah, I think that we saw a very quality team in Beaver Local tonight. I think we saw what they were really about. They came in 5-0. Everybody's wondering, were they that good? Wondering if Owen Hill was that good. Like you said, he cemented his legacy tonight for Beaver Local. He's got his second win against Liverpool in his career. Not only that, he did it in a good fashion. 29 points, stayed on the basketball floor, got hurt, showed good grit right there to come back on the basketball floor to help his team win a basketball game. And let's give a shout to the rest of his team. They played phenomenal defensively. They pressured East Liverpool in the perimeter, pressured those young guys. The whole game made it hard on them, and they were in their zone. They didn't let any space go for Liverpool to get off any of their shots or any of their plays. So it made it really hard on them. So kudos to Beaver Local. Really good basketball team. Good win for them here at the Fieldhouse.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing for Beaver Local this game was coming into the fourth quarter, outscoring the Potters 22-9. Obviously, throughout the season, the fourth quarter has been where the Potters have won their games. Tonight, they weren't able to get anything done offensively. Beaver Local was able to turn that around, get to the free throw line, and win the game that way.
Yeah, it's really a story of 1.5 quarters for East Liverpool. They had a bad second quarter, a bad first quarter on them. They got a little down, and had to play back. They started to play back a little bit more in the second quarter, brought the lead down. Then it came out in the third quarter and played really well. Dre Brown had a really good third quarter. Dre Keem had a really good third quarter. He got back on the floor. He got some rebounds. He played like the big man that he is. We've seen all year. So he did really well with that. It was just that fourth quarter. Beaver Local went on a run. Liverpool couldn't slow them down. Liverpool couldn't get an answer for it. And it was just one of those things where you hate to get down like that. You hate to have to fight back, especially when you have a young team, especially when you're playing against an experienced team like Beaver Local. So Liverpool will get back into the lab. The Coach J.A.D. and the coaching staff will get them together. Look at stuff. Like you said, they got 5 more games before they see them again, so we're on to the next game, get better every single game.
Yeah, I think especially right now the focus for Coach Reynolds will be focus on Creek. Don't let this affect you for the rest of the season.
Yep.
Be able to win the games you're supposed to win, keep moving forward, and get back to this game against them in January.
Yeah, I've been at his practices before. Coach Gage is really good at talking about the game and making sure that we take the highlights from it, but we forget about the last game. We have another game coming forward. We got to focus on that game. Next game, we'll take all the good spots we need to do. We'll take all the bad spots we need to fix. We're not going to dwell on this game. We're going to see him again. Like you said, we're going to see him again on the 14th. We're going to see him again in the Buck 8. We're probably going to see him again in OVACs or even sectionals and state play. So they're going to see him again. So there's nothing to hang your head down on. There's nothing to dwell on. We got to move into the next game. We got to continue to get better every single game. So the next time we do see them, he's going to have them prepared. Coach K does a really good job. Him and his coaching staff, really good job at getting back in after tough losses to make sure this team is ready to go for the next game.
Yeah, I think on Beaver Local side, they're going to celebrate this, obviously. First win in the field house, they're going to celebrate this. But I think Coach Miller's going to get them back focused after a day, get them prepared for Brook, get them back on schedule. They're still trying to go undefeated. They don't want to lose a game. After a 6-0 start, you don't want to lose to anybody.
Yeah, the same thing with him. He's going to, like you said, he's going to do the same thing and make sure they are focused. You want to celebrate tonight. This is a big win for Beaver Local. Haven't won, before last year, haven't beat them in 8 years. Before tonight, never beat them on the fieldhouse floor. So this is a humongous win. You want to celebrate tonight. But the same message goes for Coach Miller. He's going to come in tomorrow when they go to practice, and he's going to say, hey, that game's over with. We're done. We got Brook coming up. We have to focus on this one. Celebrate tonight. Have your fun tonight. Focus on Brook the next one. Because, like you said, your job as a coach, is it realistic you go undefeated? No, you may or may not. You don't really look for it, but your job is to win every single basketball game. Exactly. Right now, they're doing that. So they want to continue this roll as long as they can. So have your fun tonight. Celebrate, rightfully so. Celebrate with your family, your friends, your fans. Wake up tomorrow. That game's over. We have to move on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Buckeye matchups even more important. So getting back to winning those games even more important for Beaver Local. They have to win those, make sure they get to the championship, because that's another goal for the Beavers this season.
Yeah, they're going to get there if they keep playing the way they're playing right now. They're playing unbelievable. That was a great basketball game that they have. Both teams, but Beaver Local look really well. So if they continue to do this, they're going to end up in that Buckeye championship. And hopefully Liverpool can learn from this, and they're going to end up against them in that Buckeye championship, or at least on the road to the Buckeye championship, and they'll have another classic game there. Great fourth quarter, great game plan by Beaver Local to stay with it. But what a great fight by Liverpool by not giving up. We saw there was 10 to 15 seconds left, and Meshach Harris playing full court defense, not giving up the game. Ben Myers down there not giving up on the game. That is something that you don't see from a lot of stuff when you're down by a lot, especially to your rival that haven't beat you and stuff. People give up, they put their heads down, and this team kept fighting. So that is great to see when you're talking about a young basketball team.
Yeah. So that'll do it for today's game. Beaver Local gets the win 68-48 over the Potters. This is J.A.D. Sports Network. I'm Hunter Estelle with Rob Nizer signing out. Happy holidays and have a good night.